Welcome to the CS Sports Talk, the ultimate arena where sports passion meets the strategic game of business and marketing. Your hosts, Shawn and Lily, are here to kick off an exhilarating journey, diving deep into the heart of sports, and then taking that sprint into the world of business and marketing. Whether you're a sports fanatic, a marketing guru, or someone who loves the thrill of the game, you're in the right place. Get ready to explore, analyze, and celebrate the dynamic intersection of sport and business. The game is on, and the CS Sports Talk starts now.
And welcome back, everybody. This is episode 15 of the CS Sports Talk. And I'm Lily Maddox, and that's Sean Campbell. And we've got a super exciting episode.
Yes.
Super exciting. If you guys have been anywhere near your phone today, you know what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
It's free agent season. Lots of stuff going on.
The first day of free agency in the NFL. So if we're on our phones,
yes,
it's because this is breaking news.
It is.
Breaking news. You had some big news as a Raiders
fan.
fan.
Yeah.
Not maybe great news.
Yeah, well, first thing I saw from Raiders news is that they signed Christian Wilkins, which is exciting because everybody knows we've got Max Crosby, so I think both of them on the line is going to be going to be great. And then maybe 15 minutes later, refresh my phone, Packers signed Josh Jacobs. So
that's a big hit for the Raiders because last week I was teasing you thinking that, well, it all started last night really with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he is going to the Steelers.
Yeah. So I was teasing you thinking, and I was pretty sure that the Raiders at least talked to him. I don't know if they did or not. I didn't see any reports that happened. But not only are you still, in my opinion, missing a quarterback, but now you're missing one of the league's best running backs.
Yes. So that kind of leads into our question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think your NFL team, your favorite NFL team, is going to sort of address their weak spots during free agency? If you guys feel like they're going to sign the right people, if they're going to be getting in all this action because a lot of things are going on. And to me, well, now I feel like the Raiders' biggest weak spot is their quarterback, and I don't know.
Well, the biggest weak spot it's both. Now you got two holes now.
Yeah, I mean, we do have Zamir White, who is he's a decent running back.
Yeah.
He would go in when Josh Jacobs was hurt or needed a break, and he can get a couple yards. He can do his job. So I'm curious if they're going to sign another big name or if they're going to give Zamir White a try.
Or maybe draft a running back in the first round.
That's what my dad says. He says
in the first or second round.
He said he's expecting the Raiders to draft a running back, which I wouldn't be opposed to.
No.
Which I think would be cool. But I don't think they'll address that in free agency.
Really, if you're going to draft a running back in this era, you don't want to get him in that first round, but find like a hidden gem, so to speak, maybe in the third or fourth, which you can.
Yeah.
Right. So
definitely. Especially because running backs don't always last.
Unfortunately, they don't, which is one of the bad things about football. Because there's only so much tread on the tires as a running back.
Exactly. You get so many carries. You get hit so much.
If I was a running back in college today, I'd spend 2 years in college, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
you get worn down quick.
Yeah. My Cowboys, though, they lost Pollard to the Titans through a 3-year deal. And to expound upon that, the Eagles signed Saquon.
Yeah.
So not only did my Cowboys lose ground in their backfield, but they also are not in the running with Saquon. The Cowboys need, if they don't sign Derrick Henry today, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah. Oh,
what about Derrick Henry to the Raiders?
I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I like Derrick Henry
and Devontae Adams on the same.
Oh, wow.
That could be huge.
That could be sneaky.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I'm so excited to see because I feel like this is kind of the craziest free agency in a long time.
Yeah,
Big names are moving.
From day one.
Yes.
Normally you don't see this. Normally there's kind of a feeling out period and maybe one or two, whatever. But yeah. And you mentioned that the Packers released.
Yep, the Packers just released
Aaron
Jones, which was when they first posted about them signing Josh Jacobs. The comments were kind of going one of two ways. They were either like Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones in the backfield is going to be crazy, and some of them were like, well, what's going to happen with Aaron Jones? And they just released him.
No. What about the Raiders signing Aaron Jones?
Ooh,
he'd be a good Raider
little
too.
Switch. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
They should have signed and traded on that.
Yeah,
Make it easy.
Yeah, just done a little.
So
trade.
interesting, and it's only new in our time, so we still got the whole day to go, and
exactly.
Still a few really, really good free agents out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another big free agency signing that I just saw here. It's I think it's a great signing for the Jaguars. Gabe Davis.
Ooh, yeah.
3 year, $39 million.
Yeah.
Signed Davis away from Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That is huge. Gabe Davis is a weapon.
He is
great.
And to go with that receiving core already.
Yeah.
He's a very intellectual receiver too.
Yes.
Very precise route runner.
Yes, his route running is
that's
some of the best.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So we apologize that we're on our phones while you're watching this, but we're actually doing our job for you today.
Yes.
So it'd be curious how, it's like if we can get your grandparents on.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
Think about the signings?
The Packers.
Josh Jacobs, we could lose there. That'd be if you can reach out to them, this week, I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
But what's their insight?
That would be interesting to talk to them about
diehard fans as they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And another sort of big thing, the Bears signed DeAndre Swift, which is also, they did. Yep. So they also got a running back. I feel like running backs are kind of moving around. But the Bears, I guess the Packers just signed Josh Jacobs, and the Bears got another good running back. Yeah. Swift is
really good.
Great running back.
Swift is really, really good.
Yeah.
I like him with the Bears.
So I guess that makes sense why the Eagles went and signed Saquon.
Yeah.
They lost their running back and
that makes me feel a bit better because I didn't know that Swift had left.
Yeah.
Was leaving Philly. That makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah. I feel like Swift and Saquon are kind of similar in their styles. So
I like Saquon as a leader. I do not like the Giants. I hate the Eagles, but Saquon is a good leader. He is a third down back. I would like them to see, or I should say a 3-down back. I would like the Eagles to actually just use him on first and second to kind of save him a little bit. At least do it for the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Because the only knock on Saquon is that he's been injured.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
Well,
he's been playing for quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted the Cowboys to sign either him or Henry. Yeah. For sure. I would have. If I had to pick between the two, oh man. But I hope Henry's. And if Derrick Henry doesn't go to the Cowboys, then I hope the Raiders get him.
Yeah, me too.
He would be so intimidating. That's silver and black.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Derrick Henry is a different type of running back because he's just huge.
Huge.
I met Derrick Henry, and he's like, looking at him, I wouldn't think he's a running back.
Yeah.
He is not really built like a running back, but he's crazy. Yeah. And I would love him on the Raiders.
It was either on the NFL or the ESPN Instagram this past week where Henry's, back in, off-season workout mode. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. It's like just watching some of the things he does hurt my eyes. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be opposed to having Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry on the Cowboys, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that too.
To answer the question, and I'm just being a very realistic Cowboys fan.
Good.
We are not going to sign anybody. We've been so mismanaged, especially when it comes to free agents. 10, 12 years ago, we made some of the worst signings ever, and we overpaid for a lot of free agents. Yeah. And since then, we don't pony up enough. We try to sell the guys out there, as far as joining the brand, you'll get a lot of endorsements.
Yeah.
State income tax advantages in Texas. That's not enough.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys really need to step up, get a running back, address some issues on the defense, and actually go for a championship instead of just kind of putting a shiny new object out in the regular season that's going to win 12 games, but not be able to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
We actually need some attitude on the defense, because as nice as our defense played during the season, DeMarcus Lawrence flat out said that they were tired during the playoff game. He said that they were exhausted, and how you can not be up and be ready for a playoff game against Green Bay at home.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that the Cowboys have a lot of issues, but they actually need to get some people that'll bring some attitude.
Yeah.
I think Saquon would have been a tremendous addition, because the guy plays with a tremendous chip on his shoulder, plays hard.
Yeah. He knows he's good.
Yeah.
And he is.
Yeah.
So, that would have been a good call.
But yeah, they need to get some people who are hungry.
Yeah.
We are letting Tyron Smith go. We're not signing him. But we need help. But the answer to the question of the week, I think my Cowboys are going to be a tremendous flop in the free agency.
Okay.
I really, really do.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Yeah. I feel like the Raiders in free agency have been kind of, they get kind of aggressive, I feel like, in free agency. However, many seasons ago, they got Devontae, and they like to get big names in free agency, which I like too. I feel like Devontae was a good addition to the Raiders. He is a Raider to me.
Yeah.
And I do like the call of Christian Wilkins. I like that a lot. They like to stack the line on defense, and I love it. It's great. I like getting Max Crosby some friends
on one side of the line. And
it's what they tried to do with Chandler Jones,
right?
When they signed him from the Cardinals. Obviously, that
Chandler had a few issues.
Yeah, he's
unfortunately
still working through some issues. I think. Yeah. There wasn't any really word about what happened. They just kind of locked him out one day, and he never came back.
Yeah,
but I do follow him on Instagram, and it's kind of funny to see what he's up to. But I kind of feel bad for him. There's definitely something going on up here with that. But anyway, it's what they try to do with him. They signed another big name, a great guy in the line. Fortunately, that didn't work out. But hopefully Christian Wilkins will be better than that.
He's good.
And he's so funny. He's hilarious.
That's right.
Have you seen the videos of him? He likes to mess with the refs.
Oh, yeah.
He's hilarious.
Him and Max, I mean, if they can't get through the offensive line, they still make them laugh enough to.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Great signing.
Yep. I'm happy with that. Obviously not too happy about the Josh Jacobs. I just love Josh Jacobs.
He's good.
He's great. But it is what it is, because
I'm excited to see him as I'm preface this, right? I do not like the Packers, but I'm excited to see what, Coach LaFleur is going to do with Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like it.
It was kind of a weird call to me, but I'm excited to see it.
I like it. I think he's a very, very good fit.
Yeah. So you guys let us know, whoever your favorite NFL team is, let us know if you guys think they're going to do something good in free agency, or if you agree with
Did anything break
Shawn.
while we were on?
Let's see. I don't think so. I don't see anything.
No,
yeah, but one thing we haven't talked about is Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. Yeah, which is another huge thing. Kirk Cousins is gone with the Vikings, no more, and he is going to the Falcons, which I don't know how I feel about it.
It's a big, tremendous loss for Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota. I'm sure your grandparents are happy about that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now who do the Vikings sign? Oh, man.
Great question.
Who do the Vikings sign?
Who is their backup?
That dude that played for a few
Josh
teams.
Dobbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, he's not the answer. He's not.
He was a wild card for a minute there.
He's literally a rocket scientist.
Oh, wow.
Now he's one of the smartest people in the NFL.
Jeez.
But he's not the answer to be the starting quarterback for any
I
football
agree.
team.
He filled in there and did great, and people were they loved him at that point. But I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
Fell off.
Yeah,
is Cousins the answer for the Falcons?
That's a good question.
The Falcons got a new head coach. I believe it was Raheem Morris, right? Mm-hmm. And with Kirk Cousins now, that brings a whole new energy.
I like Kirk Cousins.
Me too.
I think
Me too.
He has potential to be a franchise quarterback, and I thought he was going to be there at the Vikings. So
yeah, me too. But with Kirk Cousins now, and then with the Tucson High running back there.
Ooh, yeah.
But
right.
And they do have some good wideouts. They got a tremendous tight end in Pitts. Mm-hmm. The thing is now that you have a quarterback, and then you now have a coaching staff, Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that you got that in place, last year the coaching staff was clueless in how to use Bijan.
I know, and he's crazy.
Clueless.
Yeah.
On how to use Bijan Robinson. Mm-hmm. Now you got somebody who's actually going to use him right. You got a really good quarterback, a really good tight end, a couple of good wideouts. Atlanta's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And Raheem Morris is more of a defensive coach. But they put in one swoop, you put that offense together with Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
I'm
excited to see how that all gets pulled together, especially with Bijan. I totally forgot that they have Bijan.
Yeah.
But Bijan's crazy, and I think he's got so much potential. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see what they do with both of those.
Yeah. So that I think that's going to turn out to be one of the best free agent signings this offseason. But we still got a few more out there.
I know. I'm excited to see what else happens today. We were ready to do this podcast because so many big things are happening.
Yeah.
It's only starting, so. But yeah, we touched on Russell Wilson going to the Steelers. What do you think about that?
I think it's a misstep for the Steelers, to be honest.
I totally agree.
I just don't think that's a great fit.
Yeah. I'm not sure Russell Wilson still is who he was. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because obviously the Broncos weren't great, and he just didn't fit in there. Yeah. So it's hard to tell if he still really has what it takes to be the guy he was on the Seahawks. But I guess we'll see what they do with him.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield re-signed with Tampa Bay.
With the Bucs.
Huge contract.
Yeah.
A 3-year, $100 million contract,
Jeez.
I think.
Nice.
That's tremendous.
They've got faith in Baker.
Yeah.
I think I think that's a good call for them.
Yeah. More free agents still out there. Nick Chubb.
Oh, right.
He's still out there. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, he's a possible cap casualty. He might be let go. Aaron Jones was let go.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, obviously, is still out there.
Yep.
Let's see. Austin Eckler. DeAndre Swift was signed.
Oh, Austin Eckler, wow.
Yeah. Some potential cap casualties as far as the running back position go, Alvin Kamara and Joe Mixon. So, again, they're not free agents, but they could be.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody could pick them up. Another thing that happened, this one happened yesterday, is the Jags are getting Mac Jones.
Yeah. That was interesting, huh?
That was interesting to me.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Go be a backup to
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the Patriots are going to do.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll sign quarterback?
I think they're going to draft quarterback.
They're going to draft one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yep. But so you think the Jags are going to hold on to Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
And then just
Mac Jones is not, I think it's probably a good move for Mac especially to be under the coaching of Doug Peterson. He's a good quarterback's coach. He can learn a lot from there and whatnot. So, but yeah, I mean, looking at other possible, free agents, Calvin Ridley, Marquise Brown.
Wow, yeah.
So there's still some pretty good names out there. Really,
potential
really
for
names.
some more big news going on.
Yeah.
But I think we hit all the major news that at least went on today today and yesterday.
Yeah.
So lots of big things happening. Hopefully your team decides to fix some holes they've got going on.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Cowboys do something.
I don't know. I think
I don't know.
If they don't sign Derrick Henry, and they already lost Pollard, I love Pollard, but I think it would definitely be an upgrade.
Yeah.
But if they don't do anything at running back position now, and if they just kind of stay status quo, they don't have any big, draft capital. They don't have like a top 10 pick or anything like that, obviously.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen if you're not going to make that big of an impact in the draft, and then because you can't, and then you aren't going to, restock or reload with free agency, then Cowboys fans, and I'm one of you, then it's on to 2026.
Yeah.
It really, really is, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, and just being honest, I mean, we're a team, they're a great regular season team, but we're never going to do anything. And it's just being the way it is, the way
hopefully
we're built.
they surprise you.
Yeah, they won't. They won't.
At least you're realistic.
They won't. I hate to admit it, but I think, in NFC, Green Bay, is a strong up-and-coming team. The 49ers are going to be there again.
Yeah, yep.
I will not count the Eagles in there because I think they should have done something with their head coach. I think Sirianni is just not the guy. I think.
Wow, I agree with that.
It looks like their players are kind of fed up with his rah kind of demeanor.
Yeah.
And AFC, I mean, until the Chiefs are knocked off, you still got the Chiefs.
Well, we'll take them down this year.
I think the Houston is going to be a really, really good team next year.
Yep.
But my sleeper next year is going to be the Colts.
Okay.
Anthony Richardson come back from, his injury. I think they got a good coaching staff. I think the Colts are actually going to be kind of one of those under the radar teams.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I think if they can make a good, presence in the draft, sign a few guys on the offensive line, maybe some defensive guys, have a good draft, I think they could be a team to watch out for.
Yeah, good call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very excited to see what other big news happens. And I guess we will just have to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Whatever happens for the rest of the week.
Yeah. And before we go, I'm going to shamelessly plug my, just seeing if we had any more breaking news. I'm going to shamelessly plug my fantasy baseball league I'm started. I think I need like another 6 players to get at 12 teams. So if you're interested in playing some fantasy baseball, let me know. I'll send you the link. And the draft is next Thursday. Okay. So
let them know.
It's going to be a keepers league. This is year 1. So it's going to be a keepers league, meaning you get to keep up to 8 to 10 players year after year.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yep. Let them know if you guys want to join us fantasy baseball. Yeah. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Just became a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
So
you need a year under your belt.
I agree. Yeah. I'd just be.
Yeah. You would just be kind of.
Whatever name I like. Oh, yeah. That's a cool name. Anyway, you guys let us know if you guys think your team will do good or bad for free agency.
Yeah.
Or if you guys think they'll kind of pick up in the draft. Whatever you guys think. I think Raiders are so far on a good track so far. They do need to get a running back and need to get a quarterback, but they'll deal with that,
the next big piece is Derrick Henry.
Yes. Yep. Oof. Calling it here now. Well,
he's going to be a Raider.
Okay.
He's going to be
Derrick Henry's a Raider. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
And that's game at the CS Sports Talk. We've hit the highlights of sports, business, and marketing today. Thanks for being with us. Remember to follow and share for more of where sports meets strategy. We're back soon with more insights. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep playing the game on and off the field.
The O lineman that